What's going on, Creased fam? We're back again for episode 31 of the Creased Podcast. My name is Kasita. I'm here with my partner in crime, Trey. What's going on, Treasy?
What's up, dog? Back again, 31. Let's get this thing before Christmas.
Oh man, yeah, we're deep now, man. We're deep, yeah. Like always, we'd like to remind y'all to like, follow, subscribe, and share. If you're at this portion of the show, we appreciate you coming back in and letting us in. As always, we're going to start off with the L meter. This past week's drops. Did you come upon anything? No big L's all the way around?
Big L's all the way around this week. No, I mean, I'll be honest, the worst L I took this week was definitely the Stussies. Definitely wanted those Air Force Ones, and I was definitely there trying for them. Whatever happened with their CAPTCHA and, putting the stuff on late and everything, it was a wild situation. Shout out to everybody that got through. No shout outs to everybody that got like 10 pairs when I got 0. But other than that, there wasn't too much I went for this weekend. I will say I completely whiffed on the Wolf Gray Air Max 1. And that's one that I was looking forward to prior and a little upset that I passed on. So how about yourself?
Oh, man, it was just super big L's all around. Definitely tried for the Wolf Gray Air Max 1s. I think the sneakers app has timed me out for the rest of the year. There's nothing else I can really get. Jubilees, I came up on one pair, even though I truly did not want them. I did come up on one pair of those. Those would be used in a great manner. And then, of course, the Stussy Air Force Ones. Those are the ones that got away, man. Definitely wanted the fossils. But the black ones, at least the black ones, will have another chance at those again. Those drop on the sneakers app on the 15th. So definitely looking forward to that.
One of those ambushes. I'm sorry you didn't get those, bro. I know you were looking.
You know how bad I wanted those ambushes, Trey. Those top of my list. I've been waiting all year to try to get those ambushes.
Sir.
Man, ambushes suck. Anyway, let's get into what we do have. So we're gonna start off with KOTD. I am the winner of last week. So Trey, go ahead, show us what you got.
Okay. Of course, we're going to start this out by shouting out my number one hater on Instagram. I don't even know his name, but he was wrecking me in the comments last week for my Griffies, which is all good because I know all y'all are just here for the hype beast stuff. So I figured if that's the case and that's all y'all want to see, I guess I'll just go back to last year and we'll just do it. Y'all can just go ahead. It's the Travis Scott's Air Jordan 1. So, this is it. Air Jordan 1 high, Travis Scott. You get all the little details in there. I keep the pink laces in them. I will say they came with a bunch of cool laces, like everybody knows. I kept the red ones in there at first off the bat because I really liked how it mixed with the tongue. But, man, to be honest with you, it's hard to beat the pink. I love all the little detailing in there. I don't even know if you can catch that, but super duper fire. As everybody knows, if you've been to the Core Modes page, this is the infamous Screwston little pin on my sneaker there. So I think as soon as I got these from a very, very, very nice guy who's on the other end of this camera, who won this, shout out to him. He gave me the option to get these, and thank the Lord he did because I love this shoe so much. Definitely my favorite shoe in my collection, I'd say, just because of the Houston connection and everything like that. So, and the fact that it's brown, like I'm a big fan of like the darker colors and stuff like that. So I will say that I got these shoes and maybe when they come out in May, I turned around in like June or July and went to Paris, man. And I just wanted to stunt, man. So I walked around Paris for like hours and hours and miles in these. And so they got a little Parisian dust on them, but they still look beautiful. And I love these very, very much for sure. So Air Jordan 1 high, Travis Scott.
Tough. I'm sorry that you have all that Parisian dust on them. Must have made for a hard time. Nah, man, definitely a hard pair of shoes. It was the Mochas before the Mochas. And you've taken great care of them. Pink laces are always the way to go. Yeah, man. Shout out to whoever got those for you. For me, I am going back to basics. Now, remember, guys,
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
it is always checks over stripes forever. But this pair I have to note. So I'm going to bring out the
Okay.
Zebra Adidas 350s. These are probably some of the most highly coveted ones. Won this on a raffle finish line. I've worn these all of 4 times.
I was about to say I've never seen you in those. Those are hard for me, like for you to never be wearing those.
Yeah, man. I mean, they got signs of wear on them. Soles are starting to yellow, but yeah, man, I hardly wear these things, but I do love them. I told myself I had to get at least one pair of Yeezys, uh, just because of who he is to me personally. I think we all loved Kanye West at one point in time, and then he started to fall off. But this is definitely one of those pairs that I had to get my hands on. So I was very lucky to get this pair, and I'm happy to be a owner of it. Do I see myself getting any other colors? Did I try to get the breads? No, I didn't. Did I try to get any of the other colors? Nah, I didn't. I just wanted one pair, so I feel like this is the pair for me. So yeah, that's my kick of the day is the Yeezy Zebras. This is gonna make for a great KOTD battle. Of course, you have the number one hype beast shoe on the market right now. I have the original hype beast shoe.
Yeah.
So if you like what you saw, guys, go ahead and comment below. Let us know who you think takes the cake this week on KOTD. Aside from that, we're going to jump right into episode 31 with Fresh Out the Box. Brand new, hot and fresh. We got the co-signed by Jeff Staple new monthly subscription service. It's called Kicks World, KYX World. It is a monthly subscription-based service for sneaker rentals. They offer a 4-tier model, which includes prices anywhere up to $69.99 for a single pair of shoes, all the way up to $499.99 per month, up to 4 pairs of shoes with that price listing. At the end of your month, you can choose to either keep the shoes or you can return them and get a brand new pair of shoes if that is on your subscription plan. So they have two styles, like you can do used pairs of shoes or you can do brand new pairs of shoes. But of course, it's all up to you at the end of the day. Is this something that you can find yourself doing, Trey?
I think it's a very cool concept. I've seen this a lot with like dress clothes and, they send you a tie or, dress shoes, stuff like that. I want to say I'd seen this coming eventually down the line, especially once I started seeing like basketball jerseys and stuff doing that. And you can do it for literally anything. I think it's a good idea. I think they're the first ones to it as far as I'm aware. So great job getting ahead of it and getting a good cosign from, Warren Lotus's buddy. So other than that, I would not do this. No, I don't trust as much as, I like going to get my shoes or ordering my shoes online and knowing where everything came from and all that. So just knowing that either someone else wore them, I can't walk around in them like I want to, you might get that feeling of angst where I have to send these back and I don't want to get charged for them. So there may be people that don't want to, go use them to their full extent. Right. So that's how I feel about it. I wouldn't do this particularly, but I could see why people would. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's a very different service, of course. Back to your point of rocking shoes that somebody else wore. They have the option where you can get brand new DS shoes or you can get used shoes. Now, of course, I would never go the used route. That's just not me. I do not like putting my feet where other people's feet have been.
You're telling me, so if I do the brand new route, right, and I'm spending probably like 85 bucks for a brand new shoe every month, right, and I send it back at the end of the month?
Yes, that's correct. And then
Right?
then they send you back a brand new pair of shoes because that's what you paid for in your monthly.
Yeah, right. So you get another shoe for $85. So you do get the rotation, you get a good variation. It's going to look like you have a lot of shoes, when in all reality, you don't have to have any shoes at all. You can have one pair of shoes a month, essentially. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the third time you do it, the third month you do it, that's enough for you to keep one pair of shoes. One pair of $200-something shoes, right? This is a really good pair of shoes to keep. So every third time second, third time, fourth time you do it, you could be keeping a pair for yourself. So it's all how you value your shoes and how often do you value it because you really like the shoe, or would you rather just look cool in something different every month?
Well, I mean, the whole point of it is to help those people who keep taking L's. So, so like people like you and I, and I mean, I guess the rest of the Twitter world and the internet. But that's their claim. Their claim is, if you're tired of taking L's, or if you keep on getting the inevitable L, you can use this service, get the shoe, wear it for up to 30 days. And then at the end of 30 days, you can choose to give it back to them, or you can buy, I would assume you buy the rest of it off. You don't just get to keep it for $100 or however much they're charging per month. That wouldn't make sense. And I don't think that'd be very lucrative. But all in all, I do see this as something. I just take my losses. I don't mind taking an L. So and I have plenty of them stocked over here somewhere. So this is something I wouldn't use, but again, I can see people using this.
Same. Absolutely. All right. So that's pretty cool. And I am looking forward to, getting into that a little bit more and seeing a little bit more how that works. But we can move on for today. The second topic for Fresh Out of the Box. All right, everybody's seen. I think a lot of people have seen these. If you didn't, it was on our story this past weekend. Vape and Reebok came together, thanks to Mr. Abel the Weeknd showing off the new Vape Reebok Club C, one of the new, I want to say new hottest models because this model's been around forever, but it's a nice little resurgence of the Club C. So it's an all white shoe with the Vape to Star logos, replacing the Reebok logos throughout the sides on each shoe. I think my favorite feature is the heel tab, which has Vape and then still on the bottom, but instead of the A on the heel, they have the Reebok logo. And I just think, besides for the actual theme and the Vape camo along the sides of the shoe, I think that's probably my favorite part. Is it just looks hard, bro. It just looks hard.
Yeah. Surprisingly, it does look very hard for as simplistic as the shoe looks. I love how they took away the overlays and they gave him a naked shoe, and then they gave it to Vape and Vape, do your thing. So shout out to the Weeknd for that, making that collab happen. I do like the shoe a lot, as simplistic as it is. It's very great. It sucks there's just no release date yet, but how would you find, because it kind of looks like a Stan Smith, I think, because it's a very low profile shoe, one branding across each side of the shoe, and then very, very generic almost. I'm surprised that you actually like this as plain Jane as they are. How would you find this matching up against the other Club C's that have released throughout the year? So we have for example, you have them, the Eric Emanuel's. How do you see this fit versus those?
I mean, I think this is, and I say this all the time, but with collabs, there's so many people that don't do enough, or just go off the wire. But I feel like they hit this one right on the head. I think they took a simple shoe, put their for the most, lack of a better term, just simple logo on the side in the way they do it, and just it hit, bro. It's an all white shoe on all white or all black. All you need is a little bit of detail for it to pop. Same thing with the Eric Emanuel's. It was literally an all white shoe with the one color, and it popped for the Eric Emanuel. So I think they could have gone one color throughout the entire logo on the sides, but they didn't. They hit us with two colors on each pair, and it's just
yeah, you can't lose with this one. This one you can't lose with. We'll keep y'all updated as we get more release information based on those. But shout out to the Weeknd, man. That was a great collab that he put together.
Is he just a middleman between that, or what?
Say it again.
He's middleman between that, or what?
Middleman.
He just showed off the picture, huh?
I guess the connect was at Yankees Kicks on Instagram. Yeah.
I saw the pictures of them, and then I saw another guy, Leo from Reebok, he posted a picture of him the same time as Weeknd did. But I didn't know if you were saying that was a Weeknd collab, because I never really saw like the Weeknd on that shoe. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. I know he showed him off, but I didn't know if he was part of like the creation process.
I'm not sure if he's part of it. Just on that simple note that they wrote, they said, Abel, you're the first person with these pairs of shoes. So, you know,
Hard.
yeah, it's kind of hard to think that he had, if you're getting a sample, I would think that I had something to do with it. But yeah, some people just sample life. It's hard to be a rock star.
I mean, there's not many people you could pick to really promote your product to that height, and I think they picked probably the right guy.
Yeah, I think the Weeknd signed a Puma, if I'm not mistaken. But
and I was like, bro, is he even with Reebok? That's what threw me off when you said that earlier, and I was like, no way. But yeah, definitely showed him off.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So moving on, we do have a new shoe. This is from Adidas, and this is actually a collaboration. This is the first signature shoe from this artist. He recently just dropped a brand new album called Man on the Moon 3, which finishes off that trilogy. It is the Kid Cudi, Scott Mescudi. Yeah, y'all know who the man is. Got a little tongue twister here. It is the Vadam or the Vadawam. The Vadawam 326 from Adidas and Kid Cudi. Like I said, it's his first signature shoe. And this shoe is actually dedicated to his daughter, with the 326 branding that you'll find on the upper ankle collar. The shoe is filled with high cuts and leather variations across the entire shoe. Very out of this world. It's highly inspired by NASA and things that have to deal with outer space. They got 2 colorways coming out pretty soon here. It's going to be the core black, night gray, and solar pinks. Then you have the other ones, which are core white, e-crew tint, and then easy yellow. Set to release on the 17th for $180 on the Adidas.com website or on the Adidas Confirmed app. Your thoughts? What do you think about this?
They were high enough to be the man on the moon when they made this shoe, for sure.
That's facts. Wow. Talk on it.
A few things about this shoe. I think the side panel where it has the little cutout, it looks like a Huarache to me. I think it looks very much just the whole front portion of the shoe looks like a Huarache to me. It's extremely high, which is weird to me, but I'm a big strap fan. So I'm not mad at either of the straps that go over. Definitely not mad at those. This shoe is not for me, bro. I'm not an artillery high fan, and I know you can look at this shoe and tell there is tons and tons of artillery high, Adidas artillery high inspiration that goes into the shoe. This just, I think the first time we saw that Kid Cudi was having a shoe, I think he was like holding the artillery high, and everybody thought that's what it was. But nah, this is what came of it. I'm not mad at all. One thing I love about it is all the deep meaning behind everything. The 326, his daughter's name. He wrapped all of that up together in one, and he's making 2 dope pairs of shoes. If I was getting a gift and donation, I would absolutely take the core white pair. Which one would you take? I'm curious.
No, same. Yeah, definitely the core white pair. I think those ones look a little bit better than the black ones, but I'm not setting forth money on this. I'm not entering the raffle on the Confirmed app. I think Man on the Moon 3 was a great album, so I'm just gonna let him roll with that. Heaven on Earth, probably my favorite track on there.
Got some big smackers for sure.
Yeah. I mean, the Reebok Alien Stompers, those are what this shoe reminds me of, and they also were not hard. They're just always going to be remembered, but they're not one of those type of shoes that are worthy of my collection, just so to say. But like you said, gifts and donations, always got to keep that energy. So
it's like what was the old brand Hakeem shoe was under?
Ethnix.
Yeah.
Onyx. Is it comics or ethnics or one of those two.
This looks like to me. It's just so huge and bulky in areas, but you do get a little bit of modernization with this one. So, good job, Cudi. Good job on the album, and good luck on the shoe stuff.
Yeah, no, more luck on the shoe stuff. Great album. Keep the music coming. Thank you for Man on the Moon 3. So that's gonna wrap up Fresh Out the Box. We're gonna jump right into Order Confirmed. First things first, we're gonna hit Golden State real quick, or now it's what, San Francisco. We're gonna hit the Bay Area with the Curry brand 8 this is under Under Armour, but Curry brand Flow 8, the black with multicolor and white outsole. These released on the 11th for $160. What's your take?
They're getting better and better. I mean, this is a primarily black and white shoe with a bunch of mixed multicolor at the bottom there, around the midsole. I think I do like the blue lining around the inner lining up at the top of where the foot goes in. But other than that, this is not something I'm spending $160 on, especially not to hoop. We always talk about this, but I'd much rather go to the outlet and just get some Kyrie, something for half the price. You know what I'm saying? It will hold up just as well, I'm sure. But Curry 8, Flow 8, like we said last week, man, getting better. I'm not gonna dog this one too much because it's not a bad shoe. It's really not.
Yeah, no, yes, definitely not a horrendous shoe. It's not a bad shoe. $160, a little steep. Not mad at it though. I mean, you gotta understand it's Steph Curry. You gotta give credit where credit's due.
Shout out to the NBA being back too, and shout out to my boy Melo.
Oh yes, sir. He got that college joint. That boy Melo was heating it up. I think it was the other night. Yeah, he came back on the floor like he ain't missed a beat.
No,
but for this shoe, for the Curry brand shoe, yeah, no, I'll have to pass on this one. Unfortunately, I think they are still available on the Curry brand website, so you could definitely take a look for those. What we got up next?
All right, so up next we got New Balance. So this is going to be our little bit of Christmas that we got for you before we jump into it next weekend. But New Balance and the guy Kawhi Leonard, as we just mentioned, the NBA back in full swing. So expect to see these on his feet on Christmas Day, I would assume, because if I'm not mistaken, they play the Lakers. But Kawhi Leonard and New Balance have the Snowman, the Kawhi Leonard. I don't want to say the Kawhi Leonard one, but the Kawhi Leonard shoe is going to come out in the Snowman version. It's his big clunky shoe, as you've seen as in the Jolly Rancher pack and other things. But this one's going to be primarily shades of light blue throughout the entire thing. You get like felt. It's like a felt, like it looks like a brain if you were to draw it out, but it's just a lot of like frilly pattern throughout the middle of it. And like I said, that's kind of in like a felt texture. But other than that, these kind of, I would hoop in these, but it kind of makes me think that they're like a LeBron where they look really heavy. I've never held them in hand, but they do look heavy, especially if I were to run a bunch of games in them, start sweating in them. I feel like that would be an issue for me. But the shoe overall with the Christmas inspiration, he didn't do too bad for sure.
Yeah. Like you were saying, when they look heavy, I'm sure that's the appearance that looks heavy. I'm sure they're probably pretty light. The icy blue kind of upper. I'm not super like thrilled about these. I'm not about to like step out of my way to come get these. If they want to do those slides, if they want to make the slides like they did for the Jolly Rancher pack, I'll take those. But I think the nice part about the shoe is going to be the logo. They have an iced out claw on the tongue, which is pretty dope. They placed that the placement's awesome on that. And so I think we're gonna have a picture of it somewhere up here. But it does release again on the 15th for $150. Pass on my end. But these are something I would not pass on. These are the Adidas Pharrell Human Races. They come in the auburn or simple brown colorway. These also released on the 15th for $220. Now this time they went back to Korea with the handwritten or the embroidered human race logo, but it's written in Korean, so that's really dope. And it's just a completely monotone chocolate brownish type of coloring. What's your take on these, Trey?
So hard. definitely by far one of my favorites of the entire human race NMDs that have ever come out. I love this color. I love the mix of the black up top on it and the brown. I think it looks very good together. The official colors are auburn and simple brown. I think they mix very well together. I like it a lot. There was a cream pair that came out earlier this year. I don't remember the exact colorway or the name of it, but that would be the only one this year for sure that touches these. But this is a very hard shoe. Yeah, this came out yesterday for $220, and this is one. If you missed it, I'm sorry, man, because this one was hard. This one was hard.
That one's gone in the wind now, but yeah, no, I would have not passed on these. These are definitely something to bring home. I'm not a super big NMD fan, but this is a big exception. I would definitely take these. 220 bucks came out yesterday. If you got them, go ahead and post them online. Use our hashtag Creased Podcast. Let us show you that we got them. Or show us that you got them. That way we can repost you and feature you in one of our next episodes. That's going to close up order confirmed. Next up, we got tracking order. Trey, start us off. What we got, man?
All right, my dude. So jumping into tracking order this week, coming out this week on the 17th. So this is tomorrow for $170. We are getting, drumroll, Nike Air Max 95 OG, the neon yellow. So the ones everybody loved all the way back in your favorite East Bay magazine when these things cost $59.99 back in the day. These were, oh man, I remember these from so long ago, and I'm happy to see them coming back out. Obviously, you get the gray tones, black on the bottom, gray tones gradient all the way to the top where you get light gray, and you get the neon throughout the eyelets and throughout the rest of the shoe is detailing. Super fire, super hard. I'm a big 95 fan, definitely one of my favorite Air Maxes. So I will absolutely be trying for these tomorrow. My man, will you be meeting me there as well?
Absolutely. You already know where to find me. 170 bucks, sneakers app. This is absolutely worth it. I think this is one of those shoes that you just have to have, like especially in this colorway. This is just like as OG as it gets when it comes for the 95s. It'll definitely send you back to that year. But I am looking forward to this shoe a lot. I own one pair of 95s. I think y'all can see them right here. I'll wait for a kick of the day if I haven't used them already. But it's definitely something I'm looking forward to a lot. I really want those.
Have you ever owned these?
Have I ever owned them? I have no recollection if I did or not.
I don't know why I thought you had a pair of these. You're just Air Max God, so I thought you had them.
Man, Air Max 1 aficionado. Air Max 1s over anything, but 95s are definitely one of the most notable. So having this in the collection will definitely be a great feat. So
Very hard. Tomorrow. So go get those tomorrow. The OG Air Max 95 neon yellow. Those are dope. So moving on in tracking order, our second of the third is going to be Yeezy. So another 350 this week. The V2. This is going to be the Sand Taupe. So these are going to drop on Friday the 18th for $220 as well. This is almost an entire monochromatic shoe. It will be Sand Taupe will be the color, which is, if I'm not mistaken, those two colors are very similar. So it's kind of a mix of the two, I would say. And that's throughout the entire upper except for the orange sliver that comes across the top. So not too bad. We did just kind of see a monochromatic Yeezy 350 last weekend, but what do you think about these Yeezys this week?
Big gift and donation energy, man. I do like these. Perfect for this type of time of the year. Very fall, winterish kind of colorway. So I think these are a great looking shoes, kind of handsome, just like me. So I think it does definitely fits the bill. I should definitely be able to get these, but I'm not gonna go out of my way completely to get them. The way that these version 2s are set up, man, I don't want to go too much or over the top with it, but I think these are probably some of the best ones to release this year, in my opinion. What about you?
Gonna have to get you another pair of 350s, huh? You were talking down earlier.
Mm, I didn't go hard for the breads, bro. I did not go hard for the breads.
The breads were hard to me. I like the breads a lot. I liked them more than the Sand Taupe colorway. I think it's a cool colorway, and I do like I love like cream shoes and stuff like that. So I love the tan look. The orange along the top is a little bit like WTF, but other than that, decent shoe. So 12.18 for $220. Make sure y'all are there on the Adidas app, and I'm sure Yeezy Mafia and everyone will have these just like all of the other ones.
YS is bricked already. So, if you're in the waiting room, just get out.
Yeah, you're wasting your time, bro.
What I'm not wasting my time on is going to be these Nike Sakai Vapor Waffles. Okay. Look,
look,
we've come a long
look.
way, bro. We've come a long way. We've come a super long way. Still upset about the cream pair. Still upset about the cream pair. I really want those. But these Tor yellows are really nice. This colorway is a gorge green, Tor yellow, very Brazil. If you haven't seen the Brazil, this is very Brazil like. 12/17 is the release date, $180. As you know, the Vapor Waffle is the mix between the Nike Pegasus and the Vapor Fly. So you do see hints of both of those shoes around it. Yellow mesh upper with the yellow suede eye stays, green toe cap, green heel counter, green back tab, black and white on the tongue and the laces, sail, no Virgil, with the midsole, black outsole. Like, this is the complete package. If you want to give me anything for Christmas, this is beyond gifts and donations. This is
part of the family.
Yeah, you are the fam. That's blood ties. You know what I'm saying? We'll keep it. Yeah, you call me when you need something if you get me these. Okay. Size 12. Trey, what's your take on these?
I don't have to say anything because I mean you covered it all there. The shoes are hot. I think they're a dope. It's hard to go wrong on the Vapor Waffles right now. I think it's such a wild looking shoe that it doesn't matter what color you put on these things. To be honest with you, you could do whatever colorway, and I think somebody would be like, "Oh, these are sick." You know what I'm saying? So another Brazil colorway. So I think that's a popular one. It's definitely a hot topic, and yeah, these are gonna go. These are gonna fly. I agree with you though that the cream pair was my favorite as well.
Yeah, creams are definitely it. Definitely no tradesies for these ones though, because I like the green and yellow. This will make up for the Brazil dunks that I missed earlier this year.
Do you feel like this shoe is underpriced?
No, absolutely not. I think the original Sakai's, the LDV waffles, I think they were about the same price.
Yeah, no, I was just saying because it's a very, I don't know, it's got a lot going on. It seems like a very exclusive, very detailed looking shoe to me. So I feel like if they charge 220, these would still go.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They would go at 220.
Would it affect your wanting them anymore if they were 220?
No, I would still get them.
That's all I need to hear.
Yeah, I would still try to get them. If I can get 11s for 220, Air Jordan 11s, as we've seen throughout the years, increase in price. What would stop me from this? What would stop me from this?
But I think because it doesn't have, I think people would tell you that because it does not have the Jordan brand name or the fact that it's a Jordan 11 attached to it, which is why you know that those things sell out every time they come out still. That's the issue. That's why they would say that. But I think that 180 is a really good price point for this shoe. I think that it, as much as popular as it is and as they knew it was going to be, I think because of how different it looks, I think they could have gone 220 on these for sure.
Well, we'll definitely have to see on the next pair.
They're gonna keep being 180 now if they drop them, but I just think they're underpriced. I think they're a really cool shoe, and I think they look. You can dress them up and dress them down, which gives you that option, which I think is a really cool thing.
Trey, you do not want. Why are you speaking this energy out in the world? Like, if they're gonna be 180, let them stay 180. If they see this, when they see this, they're gonna be like, "Oh, he wants to pay more." Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we'll do that for you. There's a lack of material on the shoe, Trey. No, there's a lack of material. It's not a full leather.
Okay. Now it's a lack of material.
Well, yeah, it's a lack of material. Like it's an all mesh upper. Like, so why am I had to pay more for less?
No, I'm just saying because it looks like such a detailed shoe. I think it's an exquisite looking shoe, and because it dropped at 180 back in the day, they're never gonna change it. I was just asking if you think that it was underpriced or not.
I think it's the right price. This is my price. I'm gonna do this price.
$80. I would like them to be $100 too, for the record. That's not the thing.
That's what I'm trying to figure out because I had mistaken you. I thought you wanted this to cost more because I can't afford more than that.
Why would I want that?
Hey man, some people like to, flex it how they get it, man. So
All right.
that's what it is, man. But that's all we got for y'all today on that actually wraps up Track and Order, and that's actually going to follow up on our entire episode. This has been episode 31 of the Creased Podcast. If you made it to this portion of the video, that means that we love you. We appreciate you. If you could just do us the biggest favor and just follow, like, subscribe, and share this video with your closest friends. Follow us on all social media platforms. That is YouTube, that is Instagram, that is Facebook, that is TikTok, and we're big on TikTok. And yeah, just follow us in real life and on Twitter. We're on Twitter too. So Trey, you got anything for the people?
No, sir. We'll be back next week. Got a Christmas episode for you 2 days before Christmas, so we're looking forward to dropping that next week. So definitely stay tuned for that. If you haven't already, go join the raffle for core emotes right now. Go get you some free lids before they drop this weekend. Other than that, thank y'all for sticking around for episode 31. We really appreciate y'all, and I'm looking forward to seeing y'all next week.
Absolutely. Until then, like always, ain't no half stepping around here. So we will catch y'all for episode 31. Until then, peace.